Having been active for almost 6 years, Blackpink only has 1 year left, until the tense scene where all members must decide whether they would continue as a group or split ways. And actually, lots of people have already predicted they would part, considering their sparse comebacks, with only 28 songs and 8 comebacks till now. To put this in the big picture, Twice has way over 200 songs and around 20 comebacks. So does Red Velvet, meaning Blackpink produces about 10 times less work than their peer groups. This apparently ticks fans off, because it made almost no sense to take that long for a group to come back. However, taking a more objective view, netizens believe there are 4 major points for YG Entertainment to manage Blackpink as they have always done. Number 1. Too dependent on Teddy. Apparently, the most important thing for a group to release new music is to have new music. However, many said it didn't seem to them that Blackpink has enough hits to release, because up until now, the group has just 28 tracks, a number that is way too mediocre, compared to not only their peers as I've mentioned, but also to other artists under the same roof, like 21, Big Bang, and iKON. Actually, many people already know that Blackpink has recorded many songs, and was only waiting to release. As in their documentary, Light Up the Sky, the girls themselves once said so. However, it seems like YG only allows them to come back as long as Teddy, not other producers, is in charge of their songs. The most obvious sign is how YG insisted on choosing Forever Young and As If It's Your Last, the 2 tracks made by Teddy, but dated way back to the era of 21, to be in the comebacks of Blackpink, rather than choosing new songs for them to release. That's why, according to netizens, the first and foremost reason Blackpink doesn't come back frequently is not them being lazy as some people thought, but more like they aren't allowed to come back if they don't have Teddy on board. Plus, the songwriting capabilities of the girls are also ignored, as while their seniors, iKON, Big Bang, and 21, are let to be a part of the major production, Blackpink could hardly do the same thing. Some things were so rare that even when Jisoo and Jennie just got credited for being co-writers in Lovesick Girls, Blinks were already on cloud 9. Then, besides that time, the girls were never part of the production. Because even in Rosé and Lisa's solos, which was said by the girls themselves to portray their personalities very well, Teddy was still the main producer alongside a few more co-producers that have long been responsible for YG artists' songs. Basically, because producing a sophisticated song for Blackpink takes a whopping amount of time, while Teddy also has his own business, label, and artists to manage, apparently the comeback schedule of the girls must stretch out longer than ordinary to match with Teddy's workload. So why the hell doesn't YG let other producers be in charge? According to netizens, it is very likely because the company knows Blackpink would easily flop if swaying away from the signature, heavy US spirit tracks made by Teddy. In other words, as YG knows Teddy and Blackpink is the perfect combination, and any change would ruin the girls' popularity, they choose to play safe, to make sure 100 battles are 100 victories. Number 2. Unique business direction of YG Entertainment. While most companies would purchase kinda so-so tracks produced by external composers and rewrite only the lyrics for their artist's comeback, because, more than everything, marketing such so-so songs is the main method to generate revenue, YG chose a completely different path, by focusing on ensuring best quality through in-house resources. However, that didn't necessarily mean they focus less on the profit and care more about their artists. Because, in fact, this approach means they want to play it the safest with the greatest revenue garnered. Ever since day one, the company has set Blackpink to be a girl group building reputation with single hits, rather than with albums. So, instead of focusing on releasing many new songs to please fans, they focus on only a few tracks, to maintain a consistent music quality for Blackpink. Moreover, the company also pays more attention to music rank, and always aims at topping the charts, which is said to be a wise but time-consuming plan, because the side effect of drastically increasing the album sales along with a drastically increasing reputation takes a lot of time to happen. So it makes sense for YG Entertainment to stretch out Blackpink's comebacks, to ghost Blinks for a long time, and to roll out only quality, budget-exhaustive music. Because this is the only way to have all mouths talking when Blackpink appeared, and to have enough attention for the girls to top any charts. Another point of view, according to netizens, was that YG has never created Blackpink for the domestic market, but more for the US audience. If you've been following K-pop for a long enough period, maybe you will know how the former CEO of YG Entertainment, Young Hyun-suk, couldn't get along well with most domestic broadcast stations. Plus, his greatest goal has always been creating a group managing to make it big in the States. And looking at Blackpink, you can see why this reason makes even more sense. While South Korean fans often prefer South Korean idols, Blackpink was created with 2 native members, Rosé and Lisa, one of which is heavily influenced by Western culture already. Not only that, 3 out of 4 members are extremely good at English. Plus, the type of visuals and fashion sense that YG orientated for them are expensive, Western-inspired, and very in vogue. Basically, instead of focusing on marketing-centric plan, which is also said to be not a strength of YG, the company focuses on producing excellent, viralable music products, suitable to the international taste. Again, this relates to the first reason why only Teddy could be the main producer for Blackpink, considering his heavy Western-inspired taste. And it also explains why YG urged Blackpink to promote more outside South Korea, and rushly do the very first world tour despite having no full albums. Number 3. The girls' Unshared Wellness for an extremely packed schedule. Exhaustion right on stage until now no longer takes people aback because it happens so frequently among idols, especially the famous ones because of the extremely packed schedule. Although fans are super upset to learn that, from time to time, they could do nothing to help, because they are also the reason idols need to work that hard. For example, back in 2018, when Jennie was everywhere on the internet for the lazy and arrogant allegations, only a few knew that it was actually because YG arranged her solo schedule and the first concert of Blackpink in South Korea to be too close to each other, leading to her deteriorating health and unstable dancing capabilities. As the accusations built up, netizens even boycotted her for allegedly being so done with the idol career and not taking fans seriously enough. Well, this is the cornerstone helping her to be where she was. It wasn't until much later that they found out that Jennie's ankle was hurt, and it also seems to never fully recover. Her stamina is also said to be low, as in one Macau concert, Jennie even had to leave the stage midway due to stifling and let Jisoo cover her part. Actually, this isn't a mere assumption from netizens, because in the documentary Light Up the Sky, Jennie herself had admitted that all members were drained out and our body just gives up on us. Even the most optimistic member, Jisoo, couldn't hide this in public once because back in 2019, after the Japan concert took place at around the end of the year, she made fans all worried as she suddenly appeared haggard and pallid, not even managing to put a smile on her face, though that has always been the thing she does when greeting Blinks. Around this time, fans also found out that Jisoo had developed a lump in her neck, but because of the schedule, she still had to sing for 4 hours straight. According to netizens, probably out of the realization that they should prioritize the wellness of artists over the greed of many fans, YG has decided to put an end to this vicious cycle and stretch out Blackpink's schedule to make sure the girls are always at their best when being on stage. Actually, at first, the company also tried the traditional method, where Blackpink was made to go on various schedules. But after noticing how it only backlashed their own artists, and indirectly helped anti-fans have more reason to throw shade, YG immediately changed their way. Number 4. Problems with teamwork. Another critical reason making Blackpink take such a long time to come back was said to be the scattering schedule of group work. Except for having a comeback once every year, the members almost don't see each other much for the whole year due to their individual promotions in different sectors, from modeling to CFs. The frequency of people seeing Blackpink together was so low that when the girls simply gathered for a small V-Live in November 2021, they had already made headlines for finally gathering up. Even most recently, Jennie was also seen at Coachella alone, though this occasion should have been joined by all members to treasure the old memory, where they became the very first K-pop girl group to perform at Coachella. That was not to mention how Jennie, Rosé, and Lisa have already debuted as solo artists, which also makes them spend more time on expressing their own color through individual projects. And for Jisoo, her solo song is also on the way. Basically, many netizens believe Blackpink is losing the collective power to shine as a group, and the synergy of the old time is sadly forever gone, because each member is focusing more on proving their unique color. Especially when their own color is so strong, it's even harder for the group to stand on the same stage, as their vibes can't harmoniously blend anymore. So, do you think these are legit reasons to explain the extended hiatus of Blackpink? Or are they just excuses? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more interesting K-pop content. Thank you for watching.